Suppose I'm the last one. Mariko was stolen from me, and I will find her. In this library is a book concerning the Oni, and I will consult it to find more information on them. Second belief, Lahiris knows what it is to lose a loved one. I will seek out clues in the lyrics of her Song of Exile. And the last, I carry the tenets of Nihon through time and space. I uphold the code in every breath, every sight, every step I take.
Every
Nice.
step
So we're 2 for 2.
Two for two on terrible song references. That's, yeah.
can't help
Lucy,
it.
it's the slow song that penetrates the shield.
All right. Oh, I'm getting dogs in my lap.
Because it's Sting. The Sting was in.
Nice. So yes, I did see that you guys were only getting we're only getting my audio. I had surprise, Kristen.
Wild sighting.
Wild Kristen sighting.
Wild Kristen sighting.
Incidentally, this over here is what people should be saying on the stream. So if you know my wife, she says hi. Nice. Anyway, hopefully, having unmuted the system audio fixed the fact that nobody could hear anybody else.
It seems like it is fixed.
Okay, cool.
From what I can tell. Yeah.
Cool.
Sean.
Thank you. Eventually, I'll sort this whole streaming thing out and stop looking like a complete asshole.
Just to have
No, you just wanted to tell the story yourself and just be like, look at all these people.
This is my story. This is my soliloquy.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's move over. Do a fancy transition so that we're actually on screen.
That's the transition.
I know.
You're welcome.
All right. So it's not. Sorry, Gregor. After you were awakened by the inn's proprietor or one of the staff, Gregor, you wanted to catch up with Lee before.
Yes, and I remember Gregor also, just to mess with everybody, said we don't need to be woken up by staff. He didn't make it through because he's an early riser.
Because he's an early riser. Yeah, like you rose real early, like so early that there's no sun out.
That's what I'm used to. All right.
Right.
Anyways, before we went to bed that night, I wanted to, when they got in, I wanted to take Lee off to the side.
Okay.
Hey, Lee, you got a minute?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay, I pull her off to some corner table.
Okay.
And shoot, I don't have a pen and a paper. Okay, so I order some ale first. All right, and then I say, he kind of dips his finger in the foam and he starts tracing it on the table. And he says, "So," and as he's dragging his finger, he's like, "So I've been here 2 years. I've come looking for my daughter. She was taken, and I can't get any information about who took her. But this was found. I found this when I was searching for her." And he draws a symbol that looks kind of like 3 pointed slashes under like an upcurved kind of semicircle thing. It looks like it could be a crown or like a spear or something, or like claw marks, you know. And he says, "Whose symbol is that?"
So
would I roll for that?
Possibly. if you want to recognize it, symbology would be appropriate, or maybe some kind of wise. I'm gonna pop your character sheet open so I can take a look too and see if I can.
Yeah, those would be nice. Unless I've seen it in the gossip.
Gossip wise, persuasion, observation. No, but we can certainly find out.
Or in my knives. I mean, yeah,
I don't.
The knives know, Sean.
The knives know things.
They've been places. Man.
Did you give up your knives when you were asked to, or did you attempt to hide?
A couple of them.
Okay. I mean,
I kept one on me.
I mean, they would trust you that you were being honest, because everybody here is honest. That's kind of what Mount Celestia is all about.
That's nice for me.
But if you break the law, I'm sure the punishment is quite harsh.
I was gonna say just because that they are lawful and good here does not mean that they are necessarily nice. Symbology is the study of ancient and obscure symbols. A symbologist can recognize, interpret these marks and signs. So it is rooted in perception. If you want to, if it's something that you want to try and see if you've seen it before or if you recognize it, it's going to be a beginner's luck symbology.
There's an M in there. Wow, I'm really bad at spelling it. Whatever. Anyway. Let's see. That goes to perception.
Let me figure out what the difficulty is going to be. So I'm going to say that this is a common arcane symbol, which means it is ob 3.
Okay.
But this is beginner's luck, so you're looking at 6. If you fail, then you'll know it looks familiar, and I think you'll know sort of like
it's bad juju.
Yeah, well, yeah, you'll definitely you'll know it's bad juju. You won't necessarily know how bad juju it is. But yeah. All you'll know is that it's bad news.
It's bad and it's wrong. It is badong.
Bad. It's badong. Now, if you succeed, you will absolutely recognize the symbol for what it is. Actually, let's take that back a step, because that's not particularly interesting. If you fail, you have seen it before. You've seen it in Sigil, in some of the seedier places. So you won't have recognized it specifically, but you'll know where to go to ask, and that might not be the best place to take a clueless prime.
Yeah.
Certainly not.
Sure enough, it will be good. I love it. The clueless places.
So you're looking at perception with a difficulty of 6.
Ouch.
Where is... Where is Persona again?
Persona?
Is that in stats and skills?
Yeah, because it should be under Art and Epiphanies.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah, no.
Hey, how you doing?
So, bing. Oh, wait, what was the obstacle? 3?
It's
So, do I put 3 or 6?
put 6 because I think yeah.
2 successes. Nope.
Ooh.
It's supposed to be 3. Because it says obstacle 12.
Oh. Yep. So, yep, it should have been.
Because it knows you're not skilled in that.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, it would have been 6.
Right.
We would have put 3 and it doubled.
There you go.
6.
So, so 3. That would have been a challenging perception test, but it failed. And perception only advances on successful rolls, which kind of sucks. So yeah, you don't recognize it. Not specifically. The things you recognize about it is that it's definitely a symbol of what are considered the lower planes, which are generally the you're talking demons, devils, that sort of thing. You know, all the pleasant things in the multiverse.
Right, of course.
But you're actually pretty sure that you've seen that before in Sigel's Hall of Records. But specifically what it is or what it means, you don't know. You just know that you've seen it somewhere before, and you're pretty sure that that's where.
You notice as you're realizing this too, Gregor's kind of like leaned forward and like he's just staring at you like intently with this tiny glimmer of hope in his eye.
Silly hope.
Her face.
So you said your daughter was taken?
She was sacrificed in a ritual by an infernalist. He's
So-
dead now, but I want to know where her soul went and get it back.
So you want to take on demons with a hammer?
He leans in just a little closer and says, "I want to get my daughter back."
I think it would be inadvisable at this time. You do not seem to be able to handle such adventure just yet.
Do you know what the symbol means or not?
Do I know what it means? No.
Do you know someone who can tell me, or somewhere I can get more information? Like he starts sounding very impatient and gruff at this point.
I would have to look around.
He kind of notices you're hesitant. What do you mean you'd have to look around?
Listen, you don't just go asking questions willy-nilly about this kind of shit. You got to tread lightly. If you want to get your daughter back, you can't go rushing into danger and get yourself killed before you save her.
Hey, Sean, and everybody else, is it okay if I take this to Dice?
What's your intent? What do you want?
I want her to basically tell me everything she knows about the symbol. Even if it's just, hey, you could find it in this spot or something like that, or or even this is just another lead. Because he's been sitting around for 2 years. He doesn't care if it's the pits of hell. He wants to just go straight in
Okay.
if he can.
What does Lee want?
To put off charging in like a mad bull and do some quiet research and maybe some. Well, let's just go with that. I was gonna say training, but that's stupid. Anyway.
Yeah, no.
He wants to go about it quietly.
We've got the gravity room. We can do the training.
Sure. Sure. That sounds like a good versus
Basically,
persuasion.
I'm saying like, give me the information now, and you're like, whoa, let's wait.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa.
Like, you're not saying you won't give it to me. You're like, I'll give it to you, but let's wait first. Let's let cooler heads prevail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's good. That it doesn't sound quite duel of wits worthy, but certainly a versus persuasion test here.
You're
So
not good to be dead, man.
Not a duel of wits. Okay.
Nah, I don't think we're quite at duel of wits territory, because she's not saying she won't give it to you. She just
Okay.
so yeah, versus persuasion in this case. And unfortunately the dice roller doesn't really handle versus tests super great, so just count it as a 0, like when it asks for the ob.
Good job.
Okay.
And
All right. So time to add persuasion to the skills I'm learning.
there we go.
Persuasion will.
Yep, persuasion is rooted in will.
Oh, I've got that.
It sounds great.
Do you have persuasion, Lee?
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
All right.
A sweet P2.
So Gregor is at double ob penalty. That's what I like to see.
Listen, it's only a 2.
So whichever one of you guys wants to roll first, go
I
ahead.
shall. Let's see here. Too bad my stubborn only applies to dual wits and not.
Not versus
Loss.
tests.
That's 1.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, does it already have it?
Um.
No,
So
it does not.
wouldn't it
No.
double whatever Haley rolls?
Yeah. No. It.
It doesn't have mine, so mine is 1 success.
Right.
She creams me.
Yep. Absolutely. So
Shh, little one. Shh.
yeah. So but it would still count as routine for you, right? Because an ob 2 would be
Yeah.
routine will for you, for Gregor. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd give me a persuasion test.
Yeah. That's what
I
I'm
don't have-
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it counts as beginner's luck, or it counts towards learning the skill, not for raising the stat. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, got a
So
routine
uh,
persuasion.
sweet. So what do you say to him? How does this resolve?
So listen, you're no good to your daughter dead. And right now, if you go charging in and asking questions of anybody who might know what that symbol means, you will be dead faster than I could pick that guy's pocket. And I'm really good at picking pockets.
Should you advertise that in a bar?
People are like,
No offense, guy, but you know.
in a bar
I'm
in
not
town that is
going
looking
to
for
pick that guy's
waffle.
pocket. I don't need money, but I'm just saying. And he can't hear me anyway. He's drunk. I mean, he's practically has his face in his stew.
He kind of looks at you for a second, grumbles something into his ale, which he finishes in one pull, and something that sounds like you might be right, but it won't. It's not fully formed. You might be right, and then he gets up and walks to the room.
And I get up and just put my hand on his shoulder and be like, listen, we can find some information quietly, make a plan, and then go after your daughter. But right now, we need to focus on not dying.
Grumble.
I slap him on the butt as he walks away.
What?
Nice. Was there anything else
I'm done.
that anybody wanted to do?
Yes, I
Go to
wanted
bed and know I
speak-
can wake up on time because I'm an early riser.
I wanted to have a brief chat with Lahiris.
Are these two things happening concurrently?
That makes sense.
They're down in the common room. Where are you guys?
I would assume in a room because it's something rather private.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. One of our rooms.
The bird and the elf having a chat in one of your rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Lahiris,
Nothing weird about that.
we've known each other for a while now, and you've shared with me how you lost your way from home.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I am no stranger to loss, and I would like to help in any way that I can to try and get you home. It is my duty to do so for a companion. It is the only response I can have within the tenets of me home. And what I would ask is, tell me more about this Song of Exile, and perhaps I may know something that will help.
The song, as I may have told you before, came to me in a dream, and I could sing the lyrics. I don't know what they meant. And I felt compelled to sing as I woke. They were beautiful, and the words stilled the world around me. The wind died. The birds stopped chirping, and then the gate opened, and that's. I wish I could tell you more. I can't remember the tune necessarily, but I can still recall some of the words. And I guess I could say a couple of the words here and there. Whatever weird moon language it's in.
Whatever. You know that elf language?
Probably like you know.
It probably sounds real pretty.
So you know what to sing, but you don't know what it means, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I would like Sean
Okay.
to try and discern meaning from this, and I have a couple different skills I think are applicable. The first one is foreign languages. I did pick that up. The second I have that may be useful is demonology, and the last is contract-wise.
Okay. So you're trying. So your intent is to sort out some meaning in this song. I think. It's in Elvish. I'm guessing, right? Is this a specific song that your character actually knows, or is this just like some weird song popped in your head?
It was a song that was in my head when I woke. I've never heard it before.
Oh,
and
okay.
It came to me in a dream. I don't know what the words meant. It was a language I didn't understand.
Yeah. Okay. That's that's
yeah. I think it was like Lithuanian or something.
right. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to make sure that we were on the same page with that. I didn't know if it was actually like one of your spell songs or skill songs or something. Cool. So in this case, I would say demonology, maybe. Imperialia would probably be the more appropriate.
I like the idea that he was singing an angel song and didn't know it. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, because like the way that I also have Oni wise, so if you want to connect it to the Oni, we could do that as well. I like Imperialia, I think is how you say
Yeah, Imperialia. The study of hierarchies, courts, and denizens of the celestial halls of light. It's essentially the opposite of demonology.
Yeah, it's angel wise.
Yes.
Functionally. And that's with
Oddly fitting for where we're at.
It is. You know what? No, that's actually not an appropriate skill. Try. Celestial music wise.
Oh my. So that will be a new role for me.
Yep.
You didn't take celestial music?
Yeah, I mean, what is wrong with you?
I learned that when I was like Citadel born.
Yeah.
So, and I like that when you fill in wise on the sheet, it automatically populates.
Oh, does it? Nice.
It defaults to will because that's the first one in the drop down, but it's wise is our perception.
Yes, wise is our perception.
Okay, so I have 4 dice for that.
Okay.
What is my ob?
Let me
beginner's luck.
Let me give you an ob. It's gonna be ob 2. But that's the base ob for an interesting fact. If you succeed from the snippet that Lahiris can sing to you, then you will you'll get sort of an idea of where it came from. You've been in Sigil for a time. I know Gregor was here for 2 years. I don't know how long Katsuo has been in the cage.
I haven't defined it. I can leave it up to you. However long you think is reasonable.
Sure. Weeks, months. I mean, you've had time to sort of secure your own digs, right? Like.
Yep. He owns a villa.
Yeah, just doing jobs for people, I suppose. You'll so if you succeed, then you will you'll know sort of what type of people sing that song, and that'll give you some clue. Yeah. If you fail, then you are absolutely sure that it is the song of people from Elysium.
Mm-hmm.
May I offer an alternative failure consequence?
Possibly. Well,
so if I fail, rather than kind of going in the direction of Elysium, how about we I'm like, oh yeah, like this makes sense. Like this is the direction we go. But one of the words that he says, or one of the words that I say, perks up their ears.
Oh, like somebody hears the song, like somebody elsewhere.
Like someone not where we're at. Like someone gets an idea. Like like they understand that we're digging into this. Because then he still gets a fact, but there's a complication.
But the words have power, so someone picks up on it. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have power.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And I like that it's a combination of words that he says and I say. That's a consequence of us discussing it. And I am going to burn a persona on this to juice my roll. So,
Yeah.
Modifiers.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Or can I give a die for a beginner's luck?
Yeah, because skills
Okay.
can help stats. So
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah, I have sing. So
Sweet. So is that at a? That's at a like a 4 or 2 or?
yeah. What do you have it at?
my sing's at 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So it's one die.
The only downside of help dice in Roll20 is that you can't put the help die off to the side so you can see if the person did indeed help or not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just kind of fun to see.
Okay, so since I'm doing this untrained under being learned, I'm saying base obstacle 2 because it doubles to 4.
Right. That's correct.
Ah, that's a bummer.
Hmm.
And no 6s.
No 6s.
That sucks.
Uh,
And that Arta goes towards perception.
Oh, I completely forgot.
yes,
to
the
check
Arta
that.
does go towards perception.
Whatever.
Cool. So
I forget. I don't get like a test. for helping, do I?
you do.
Yeah,
You do
what,
get a
up
test.
2?
for sing.
Yeah, you get a routine sing
Cool. Thank you.
or obtu, whatever obtu would be. I think it would be routine. Cool. So yes. Yeah. Well, we will stick with the language of Elysium, but there's also that sort of there. Like as you repeat it, as you repeat the words, that you're like you still don't know specifically what they mean. You just kind of recognize, you recognize the sound of it.
I kind of like the idea that there's like a resonance, like a slight resonance when we say it.
Yeah, and I mean, you two are kind of alone in your room, and it's like you're in your room, but you can hear like things going on down in the common room. It's not loud and raucous because this is just not that kind of place. But there's like people in the streets you can hear the sound of the waves, kind of in the distance across the city. And then for just like that brief moment, everything is quiet as you catch, it's like you hit an unintentional harmonic of something. Like when you make a sound and it rattles something else in your house. Only it's not your house, it's something in the multiverse. And you could just kind of feel it.
So I assume Katsu was just kind of like, huh.
I'm like, oh,
So that Lahiris is the language of Elysium. From the little I know, I'm not sure what that was, but perhaps that will point you in a correct direction. Perhaps we should seek.
Why did I sing the language of Elysium?
I do not know.
Why would? I don't know if this answers my question at all. This just brings up more questions.
It at least gives you a place to go.
Elysium is the chaotic good plane, right?
Yes.
I think it's. I thought it was neutral good.
Is it neutral good?
I thought it was neutral good.
I'll have to look it up. I think. Yes, it is. It is neutral good.
So
There are worse places to go.
at least you have some
Or is that Arcadia? I'll have
notion
to
of where to go from here, my friend.
relook.
I need to nest. We have a busy day tomorrow, and libraries are not a place I am comfortable in, so I will need my wits about me.
I thank you for your assistance, and I believe it is time for rest.
We'll get you home yet. And he'll walk out to wherever he's sleeping.
Nice. Cool. So Gregor's the first one to awake. Gregor awakens before anybody comes to awaken the rest of you.
Yes.
And you're kind of up of the like downstairs. The proprietor of the Lion's Feathers is kind of going about like prepping things for sort of the breakfast crowd.
I asked him what time the library opens.
He says should be open at dawn, and then like kind of looks at you and recognizes that, oh yeah, no, freaking Clueless Prime. And he looks at expensive looking like water clock that's sitting on a shelf, and he says should be about 2 hours, friend.
I look at the water clock. I look at him. I look at the water clock, and I'm like, well, you need any help around here?
And he looks, he's like, oh, didn't expect that, but certainly.
Anything needs fixing?
Fixing. No, nothing. And he looks around. Nothing seems to be
buried?
broken. And as you guys are talking, you hear a rap at the door. And the innkeep who introduces himself as Darius. Kind of looks over and seems it's a bit early for the usual group. Excuse me for a moment, friend, and goes and opens the door, and you see three people sort of come in, and they're like, sorry to bother you with this so early in the day, but we were hoping for a bit of pre-work bread and ale. Unexpected heavy lifting this morning. Early work day. Gotta haul some stuff down to the Star Chaser. They look like stevedores, dock workers.
Okay.
And like they Darius goes sort of scrambles to catch get whatever he's got on the stove out to them, and one of them kind of looks over at you and goes, you look like a man that can lift a load. You wouldn't happen to be looking for work?
I can help a small amount, waiting for the library to open with nothing else left to do. If you need help, I can gladly lend you my back and my arms.
He goes, looking for the library. That's interesting. We're hauling a shipment from the library.
Really?
He says, yes, indeed. We can we can pay good coin if you'd be willing to help out.
Absolutely. I asked Darius if he can let my friends know where I went. If they ask about me and I'm not back.
Certainly, friends. Friend, I'll as soon as we go to awaken them, we'll let them know where to look. And he goes and serves up some stew and or not stew, but like bread and eggs. A good sort of hearty pre-work meal. Some water.
I'll have some too.
Watered down ale. Not enough for drinking, just enough for working. And yeah, they're they finish. They introduce themselves to you. They're just three guys. Bran, Steven, and Oak. Oak's a big, tall, like sun-browned kind of guy, which is weird because there's no sun here.
Star-browned. That just seems weird. They have tanning booths.
So yeah, they of course offer to share the breakfast with you, and then before long you find yourselves out at the steps of the library. There's several large crates already packed up out there, and
Marked?
they're not. Well, actually, yes, they are. They are marked. They're marked with a lion's paw. A large one.
So what we hauling, Oak?
He says, well, books from the look of it. Don't exactly know why, but this is the job.
They're all the crates are all nailed shut and everything. I'm assuming I can't just like lift the lid and take a peek.
Yeah,
so, okay.
yeah, no, they're heavy wooden crates. Looks like they're nailed shut and sealed with pitch. You have gathered like on the way there that the Star Chaser is a ship that sails in the Silver Sea.
The Silver Sea. Sorry, I'm a clueless primer.
Yeah, and they're like they catch like yes, must be your first time here, and they like you're sort of up in elevation at this point. You're on the mountain side of the city, and Steven kind of grabs you by the shoulder and turns you and points the other direction. And in the glinting from the starlight, you can see a vast sea of silvery water, extending pretty much as far into the horizon.
The horizon, yeah, okay.
And he says, "That's it. That's aside from the mountain here. That what you're looking at is most of the plain. This part of it, anyway." And he goes, the folk who sail, it looks like a sea, but there's always paths to other places. Not so much that go up, but somewhere there's an outlet to the River Oceana.
I just nod like I know what that means.
Yeah, and like he gets he gets it, and he's like, you'll figure it out quick enough, Cutter. You'll figure it out. You all do eventually, or you don't, and then you wind up in the dead book.
Let's haul some crates.
Sure. So Oak and I can't even remember what I called the other guy.
Brian.
Steve
Brian.
and Oak, Steve, and Bam.
Yeah.
Bran.
Oak and Bran.
It's a cereal.
That's right. Go and grab one. And Steven is there with you, and he's like, well, best get to lifting then. And so this is going to be there's no labor skill, is there?
It's hauling.
Hauling.
I have the skill hauling.
You actually
I
do have
wish
this.
I were there.
What's the up to haul one of these boxes?
Oh, that is a good question. Hauling.
Because I want to eyeball and see if I can just like impress these guys and carry one, or if I want to share with Bran and carry one, or not Bran, Steve. Bran, Oaks, good solid fantasy names, and then Steve.
Steven. It's Steven. It's not Steve.
What kind of rapping name is Steve?
Did Steve tell you that,
Steve.
perchance? Steve. Ridiculously heavy container. Ob 4.
Never mind. I'll help him carry. I have a
Oh,
hauling of B3. We're good.
Well, he'll help you.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you'll
I
get
have on trait backbreaking labor, so we're good.
nice. So he'll grant you one helping die. As you guys pick this thing up, and like it's a big ass crate.
I'm gonna work carefully too, because I don't want to drop this thing and hurt the books.
Okay. So you're working carefully, huh?
Oh,
Nice.
man.
So
that's not ominous.
so if you fail, if you succeed, then you guys manage to carry this heavy ass crate of you assume books from the library down a main thoroughfare to the docks where they're going to load them on the Star Chaser. If you fail, then at some point in your journey, like you drop it and it breaks open, and it's going to take you guys a while to pick it up.
We'll be late for the ship. Will have to delay its exit, and they'll get pissed at us.
Yeah.
Okay. Carefully gives you an extra die, right?
Yes.
All right. So I get one for helping, one for careful. Base ob 4.
Base ob 4.
Bam.
2
Yeah.
successes.
1-6.
I'm gonna be re-rolling 3 dice real quick.
Okay, you're gonna use your
Oh, yeah.
backbreaking labor.
Backbreaking labor.
3 dice, wouldn't it be 4?
I had 3 failures.
You had 4. Oh, yeah, you did. 3, 3, and 2. They're there.
Target number greater than 4.
Yep.
Two more.
Two
Right on the
successes.
nose.
Nice. So like at some point you stumble, but you catch yourself, and you get it aboard. You notice, like, once you've gotten it down, that there's Star Chaser's a pretty large ship, but you've gotten there in time. There's still a lot of cargo to be loaded on.
And I tell you what, I've moved many a time in my actual life, and books are fucking heavy.
Yeah.
You.
Yep. Yeah, and like by the time you get there, like it's rough. You guys are sweating. It's you're working carefully. It took time to get there. By the time that you've gotten down, like through the streets and everything, everybody else is getting knocks on the door to wake them up. What weirds you out is that you know it should be right about dawn by the time that you get done, but it hasn't gotten any lighter out, and it's very obviously a clear sky.
Well, he kind of says to himself, within earshot of theirs, he's like, well, he kind of looks at the sky and to the eastern horizon where the sun should be. He goes, probably makes it real easy to navigate that sea, though. All those stars.
Steven's like, the stars change, friend. They change on their own accord.
Lahiris is not going to like that.
And he says, "Hey, thank you so much for your for the assistance." And he goes to his foreman and comes back with a not unreasonably heavy purse.
I hold my hand out and I say, I don't want coin, friend. I'd like to ask you one question, if I may. I say, for reasons that are my own, I am in the plains looking for someone precious to me. And this is the only clue I have to go on their whereabouts. And I bend down in the dirt of the road. I trace that symbol. And I say, you know where I can find more information about that symbol? And I trace the 3 lines and the kind of the crown thing.
And like he takes a look at that, and like real quickly looks around to see if anybody's watching.
When he does that, I scuff it out. Now that I know he's seen it, I scuff it out.
He says, you ought to be careful what you write around here. The winged lions, they are not, they're fair, they're just, but they're not friendly to those of who come from the lower plains.
That's fair.
He says, I don't know what you're looking for, friend, but if it has anything to do with that kind of writing, with those sorts of signs, then you're dealing in much darker stuff than you'll find here. And he kind of points you back toward the city and indicates you can see a whole bunch of when you look closer, small glowing lights that flit about. You didn't really notice them much before. They sort of stayed out of your way and just kind of in your periphery. And he says, "See all those motes of light?"
Aye.
He says, "Those are petitioners. Those are people whose names have gotten written down in the dead book, and for whatever reason, they've shown up here." He says, "What you wrote tells me that what you're looking for isn't going to be one of these. The ones who come here, they're lucky.
He kind of nods. He says, "Wait, is this Steve?" Yeah.
Yes.
Steven. He says, he holds out his hand. He says, "Steven, I want to thank you. 2 years trying to make my way through the plains, and you're one of the few people that have given me a straight answer."
He says, "Well, he takes your hand and he says, I don't know how straight an answer I can give you. I don't know what it is that you're looking for, and I'm not sure. Saying that, I'm not sure that I want to know. But good luck to you. I hope you find what you're looking for, and I hope if you do, you're not disappointed. I should probably warn you that they don't remember."
He kind of furrows his brow a little bit at that, but doesn't say anything.
And then you hear the foreman whistle. Give a loud, sharp whistle with his fingers, and Stephen kind of looks back, and he's like, take the coin. I gave you my word, and I'd be remiss if I were to go back on it now. It's some coinage worth 1D in cash.
Okay.
And he goes, good luck. I hope things work out for you. And he sort of goes back to work, hauling some of the other crates like into the cargo hold of the Star Chaser.
Okay. And then head to the library, and I'll be good.
Nice. The rest of you are awakened and fed, and unless that there's something in particular that you need to do before hand, you find yourselves at the steps of the library, with which is where the proprietor of the inn had told you that Gregor had gone. Oh, I see. Now he's wandered off.
Now he's wandered off.
Now he's wandered off.
My scene's done. I'm gonna run away.
But he arrives there shortly after you all do, sweaty and gross, like he's been working, like he do.
Like you do.
You can.
Shh, he's back.
He's back. Shh, stop talking about him. Stop talking about him.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey guys.
No.
No, I was saying that by the time that Gregor gets back to the library, everybody is already there. And as you're let in, you like there's it's a big ass marble building. And just rows and rows of books and scrolls, some of them bound, some of them not, some things in like groups of scrolls that are collected in cases that are all sort of bound up together and marked. A sort of diminutive woman comes and greets you as the four of you walk in, and she says, welcome. I'm Lahiris, one archivists here. What can I help you with?
Oh, many things. We each seek many things.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to be coming to a library unless you were seeking something, huh? Knowledge, I would expect. That's what we collect here. She says, "I'll do what I can. We're in a little bit of disarray. There was last minute word from Lahiris to pack up some of the material from the archives, but I'll certainly help where I can."
I helped move some of those crates. What kind of stuff was it, if I may ask?
Mostly records. They were public records. I didn't go through all of them. Of course. His lordship sent word to us to pack them up, and he was going to have them moved elsewhere for safekeeping.
Safekeeping? You expecting trouble?
She looks not. She's like, it's. I won't lie. It's irregular. But the he's a good and wise.
What was the Lord's name?
Lahiris, Lebes.
I think Matt's muted. saw his mouth moving. It's like nothing
coming out.
I get no sound. He has frustrated face.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. You can role play through very finely tuned facial expression.
He's gonna have to mime it.
Yep. Can't hear a thing.
Wait, he has no idea what we're saying right now.
Oh my God!
You can hear us, can't you?
Let's try it. It's all a ruse.
But he can hear us. That's great.
All right.
So I guess I'm gonna chase my belief while we wait for the tech difficulties to get dealt with. I understand that you are well versed in the books here. I'm seeking out any information that you may be aware of on a certain, perhaps unpopular topic.
Unpopular topics. Well, there's I don't know what's popular and what's not. We don't carry much in the way of fiction. We certainly carry some.
I am seeking information on beings that are called Oni.
Testing.
Now we can hear you.
Yep. Live. You have audio.
All good. She says yes. I've heard the term. You must not be from here. She kind of looks down at you. Of course, but from here, I mean, well, never mind. Oni, yes, yes. She takes you like gestures right this way. I can take you to the appropriate section.
Sean, quick question.
Yes.
What do we know about this guy Cade that we're looking for? I mean, does he have some kind of special ability? Is he an important person?
He's dead.
All we know is he's dead and he's married. He was married to Marta.
Yeah, like,
Right, but I mean, that was it. That's all we
yeah,
know.
that was it. All you're looking for is the pages of his journal, and like, who has the journal, by the way? Who's it's in whose possession?
Glover?
I know I had it for a while, but I gave it to
Lahiris.
somebody else for something
Lahiris
else. I
had
figured you give it to Lahiris, yeah.
Yeah, Lahiris had it.
Sure. And there's bits and pieces in there, like stories of like, that he was involved in some kind of conflict at some point, but the context is missing. It's like the half a page of description of battle in some sort of like dusty plain,
Okay.
but missing context and details. There's a bit about having made some deal with one of the faction leaders regarding taxes. It's mostly boring stuff, but the kind of thing that just a person would put down in a journal if they thought that it was important. But large swaths of it are missing.
Okay. Well, when the librarian is done with our Oni hunter, I'm gonna ask her about any stray random pages of a journal been found. Does the name Cade ring a bell?
Okay. So here,
Basic
well,
line of questioning.
let me let's figure out what you guys are all gonna look for. So Katsuo is gonna start looking up information on the Oni. Yes.
Correct.
You're going to be asking about Cade, or at least some spare like loose pages
Yeah.
of the journal.
Yeah. I'll be helping with that because that's my belief.
That's your belief too. So you two are going to be hunting those down. What about Lahiris? Oh, you lost your audio again.
Oh man. Nope.
I'm frankly surprised that Gregor's helping Katsuo because he doesn't have
Wait.
to sleep about it.
No, I'm helping Haley
Oh,
about the pages of Cade.
I was very confused for a second there.
Lahiris is helping with that too.
Okay. Thought he was looking at stars. Stuff.
Okay. Then stars and stuff. I don't know why your audio keeps going out. Have you tried just unplugging your USB and plugging it back in? No.
No.
Nothing. No. Yep. There we go. All right. So we'll start with the Oni research, and then since you guys are all sort of doing the same thing on the other side, we'll sort that out. So this sounds like it's going to be a research test.
That's what I was afraid of because I don't have research.
You will by the end of the game.
Thanks. Thanks.
Trying this again.
Right.
Yep,
I need
we can
to
hear
see
you.
what research is rooted in. Your sound has returned.
Hey, Sam.
For however long, I don't know.
Does Katsuo have persuasion?
He does have persuasion.
If you want to try a link test where you butter up a librarian to help you find books to get at least a die to your next test.
Oh,
I like that.
she'll help you. She'll
Oh.
give you a die to help you. I mean, that's kind of
It's a
her job.
librarian. Yeah.
She'll give you 2 dice to help.
As long as you're nice to them. If you're not nice to them, they will.
Oh, I'm absolutely nice. In fact, I have an instinct that helps with this because I politely introduce myself every time I meet a new person and use etiquette.
Research. Research is the art of navigating libraries, gathering data, and collecting coherent reports.
Research is rooted in perception
It
alone.
is.
Much like the cheese.
What?
All right, so I've got 4. with
So,
her
okay.
vote.
Let's narrow this down. What specifically are you looking for?
So let's look at my belief. My belief is there is a book concerning the Oni, and I will consult it to find more information on them. So I'm looking for a book about their plane of origin, general behavior, like just a book that I can get notes or something off of that I can use as a springboard for harvesting more information about them.
So maybe if you want to narrow it down, you could say like home playing. That would be a good place to start.
Sweet.
I just think like this. Well, I figure. Well, I have Oni wise, so I have a sort of general info. But like, yeah, I like home plane. Where are they based?
Right. Okay.
Good.
If you fail, it's not here.
It's been packed up.
It's been packed up.
Taken to Lord Lebus.
Hooray! I am going to burn a persona on this.
Persona.
So let's see. I've got 2 dice for her helping, right?
Yep.
I'm burning 1 for Arta.
Your base ob. So at this point, you're looking for common knowledge about beings that are referred to as Oni. Yes.
Yeah.
So it would be an ob 1 test. So double to 2. So it's not going to be hard.
I'm still burning it because there's like I've still got ob 2, and I'm gonna need the dice. I just fucking know it. Yeah, it turns out I really did, because that's a whole bunch of 1s.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, that's 3 1s.
Yeah, I
That
need
is a-
all the die on that one.
Yeah, but yeah, she's like going through, and like you see that there's a bunch of freaking blank spots in the stacks where you're looking, and finally she kind of she goes, oh here it is, and pulls out a fairly heavy tome on the denizens of Carceri.
Versary. Or Tartarus.
I guess I
think
should.
it's pretty sure it's also known as Tartarus.
Tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce. Oh yeah. Sorry, I need to bring up my source material here. Carceri is vaguely. It's often thought of as a prison. It's not specifically a prison, but it's certainly. Where the fuck did it go? Yeah. Yep. Known as Tartarus, to green primes, the land of exiles, where the outcasts, the overthrown, and the defeated fume and plot for the day when they will return.
And so, I'll kind of ask her a couple questions here. So the Oni, I know a little bit of there, that it is a wider term for a type of being that has harassed our people for as far as we can remember. They're based out of this Tartarus, this red prison.
Yeah, and she's kind of like flipping through the pages, like kind of taking it back and forth with you, as she's discussing it and pointing out relevant passages, and she's like, yes, it looks like they're not one of the more common creatures that inhabit the plains, but they're bounty hunters of a sort. They come and take things, or beings, when they are offered a reward by others.
So perhaps a contract was taken out that they fulfilled.
That's sort of what they do. Yes.
You have been most helpful. I must return to my allies. This is not the only cause for which we're here. Thank you for your help. It is much appreciated.
She says, "I'm glad that I could assist you. Happy to do so."
Let's find the rest of them. And he'll kind of look around and.
Yeah, while everybody else is kind of like wandering through the stacks.
Well, I guess as I'm walking with her to find everybody else, I'll bring up. We have a book that we were tasked with finding pages, the pages of which represent memories of this man that is past, this being we only know is named Cade. I don't have the book on me.
She's like, doesn't sound familiar, but I'll see. I'll be happy to assist you. Like as she wanders through, she eventually is going to find the rest of everybody else, I suppose. And she's like, we tend to keep loose materials in the archives, and as I said, I apologize. Things are in disarray here. What with the purging, if you will, of the collection. Please let me see what you have. I'll see if anything looks familiar.
Talking to me?
Yeah, she's
okay. Yeah,
she's just like I don't.
I don't see anybody else around here. You talking to me? Okay. So yeah, I show her the book and kind of flip through the pages. Anything look familiar?
She's like it's It's hard to tell. This is simply, journal pages. You're welcome to help me look, of course.
Can we check the archives that you were moving? I mean, is there a way to access the?
Those have already been moved, Lahiris, unfortunately.
Much of them have, but
He's still covered in sweat.
But
I kind of just like you.
But not everything. We'll see what we can find. And she.
And could you point me in the direction of the books on your stars, if you have any books or scrolls about your sky?
The sky's here. Yes, of course. We have many thoughts about the significance of them. Although, like most things, nobody seems to quite know the dark of what's really going on. But there's theories.
Lahiris, the fun thing about the stars I've learned, they change every night.
I gasp in horror. That's blasphemy.
How can I go west if I don't know what the westerly star is?
How do you know where to go?
So she leads you out of the stacks of full books, sort of off to another room where there are drawers, kind of in shelves in the walls, a little like safety deposit boxes or like big filing cabinets. And she's like, when you're dealing with single pages of documents, it's difficult to determine where they go. We order them as best as we can, but a good deal of this has been gone through in the over the last few days.
I'm really, really sad now. I'm just so
sad. She will still give you 2 dice, 2 helping dice. Who's taking the lead here?
Anybody have research? Anyone?
I'm trying to learn it.
Yeah, this is
might as well be you then, right?
This is going to be a research roll, but it's not going to be easy.
Tell me what needs to be what section they're in, Miss Librarian, and I will haul everything out here for you.
I'll lead then. That gives me the tests I need to get research because I'm going to need that shit.
All right. If there are any pages from the journal itself, it's going to be in this collection. Things are orderly, but it's sort of Dewey Decimal System, but it's also recently been rifled through, and things have been pulled out and moved, and yeah, so it's this is not the best of situations. Base OB would be OB 3. It's going to be at a +1 OB penalty because of the state of disarray. If you fail, you do not find what you are looking for, but you stumble across something else.
To help him out.
And specifically, you don't find it because it has also been packed up.
To help Katsu, I take a quick look at the journal, the material that it's on, the handwriting, and using appraisal if this is possible. I try to like leaf through and find another page that would match that way.
Appraisal is about knowing the value of things.
Never mind then. I'll stick to hauling large crates of pages. But if that doesn't make sense, then there's
you can help with perception, because it's still a skill test. So you can help by actually looking.
Okay.
I'll help too then.
Yeah, I'll do with the
Perception.
looking.
Yeah, you guys can certainly, like, I mean, you're still looking with your eyeballs.
I have a perception of 6. Do you get 2
I do that.
dice?
Nope. It's
Okay.
Oh,
So many skills.
or no. With 6, yes, it should be 2.
helping is 5, forking is 7.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's help 5, fork 7. So I've got my 4 base. Who is helping?
I'm giving you 2.
I am.
You're helping me with 2. Haley, are you
I'll help
helping
with
me
1.
2?
1,
Perceptive.
Okay, so that's 4 right there.
I think. Yeah.
Yep. And
Definitely. One.
and it's a +1 ob penalty, which is tacked on at the end, so your total ob should be 7.
Okay, awesome. So is the librarian helping us?
Yes, she's giving you 2 dice.
Hooray, another 2. Okay,
So
so
you judge against base ob for whether it's a perception or a research test, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So it'd be 3. It'd be 3 plus 1, so 4.
Yes.
Base
Yeah.
ob. Okay.
Yeah. So those of you who are helping get to log an ob 4 perception test, whatever that would be. I think.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not spending any Arta because I don't have a belief about this right now. Base obstacle. So just so I'm clear on this, it's a 3,
Yep.
and then it's going to double to 6, but it's actually a 7.
Yes.
Okay, so should I put a 3 so then it doubles to 6, or a 4 so it doubles to? It doesn't matter.
Well, it shouldn't double to 8. That's the thing.
Yeah, it'll double to 6, and then I'll add the 1 on to be a 7.
At the end. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll just know that this will say 6, but be a 7.
Yeah. Does it not give you a thing for penalties?
No.
It might not be that.
I mean, I could say base obstacle 3.5 and see if it freaks out.
Try it.
Then it would double to 7. Try it. Let's
Yeah. Try it. Try it. Yeah.
Oh my god, it works. You know what?
Engineered.
With 2 6s, I'm absolutely burning the fate.
You're gonna burn the fate.
Oh my
Pop
goodness.
it, yeah.
Nice.
You can do it.
Because oh my god, we might pull this off. So, all right, how do I do this again?
So it's
I just did 2 dice 6, and then greater than 4 in the dice roller. But I don't know if there's another way to do it.
no, that's the right way to do it.
Just how do I phrase that? Just 2d6 in brackets and then greater than 4.
/R 2d6 greater than sign 4.
All right.
Oh, so close.
Close.
So close.
Do you have any
Damn
call-on traits that relate to this?
The only call-ons I've got are circles and fort.
Oh, so
Hey,
close.
I have a character trait, watchful.
Character traits
Did
don't.
we get a helping die from the librarian?
Yeah, they
we
were
got
already
2.
they were already factored in there. Yeah, you had 6 extra dice. Yep.
Yeah, I don't have any die traits or call-ons that help, guys.
Oh, so
yeah, you're telling me.
yeah, so like you guys are searching around and you've kind of gathered up this stack of handwritten papers that some of it looks like it might have been from the same hand, but not. I mean, none of you guys are like handwriting analysis experts, and like the librarian's going through them and like ordering them and collating, and she kind of goes, she's like, what you're looking for should be right. Oh, this isn't in the right spot, and like puts it down, and she's like, This is odd. Why was this getting sent away? And then like she sets it down. She's like, I need to go speak with one of my superiors. I need to bring him here. Would you all?
What is the concern? What are you seeing?
She's like this. And she looks like really agitated about.
I can't handle this right now.
Yeah, just like she's like this. It's something that can't be right. And she goes to take it and like realizes that if she takes it, it's already kind of like your search has wound up leaving this place sort of in an even bigger mess than it was before. And she sets it back down on top of a stack and is like, please don't move anything. I need to find something. I have some information that I need verified. Will you excuse me? And she like kind of hustles out of the room.
I'm gonna read whatever that thing is.
Yeah, take a glance at what she was looking at.
Yeah, so it's an account. It's a record, and it's almost like a court document.
Is it on top of a stack of papers that are like kind of precarious and stuff?
Oh, well, I mean, all of these papers have been shuffled and.
I know. There's one that's got like pretty picture.
Son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! What are you doing?
Yeah. What are you like? Are you just like grabbing? Like what do you find in your hands?
I don't know. There's something. I think I see. It looks like a star chart. But I can't.
We've come to the place of a fucking kender, haven't we?
Yeah, pretty much. Who's got the actual like document that the librarian was looking at?
Me.
I'll hold on to it. Sam can hold on to it.
Katsuo's got it.
Yeah.
While Lahiris is just like shuffling through shit, just like absent-minded, like, ooh, that looks pretty.
Look,
yeah.
a new hairstyle. And
yeah, this would look so good on you.
Yes. Oh my god.
So the document that she's left, it looks like a transcript of court proceedings. So it's kind of in shorthand, but it's like you can put the context together, sort of. And it looks like this was a sort of private hearing. Most hearings seem to be public, so don't require quite as much detail. This is significantly more detailed, talking about the receipt of an item from C to Libas. And what you're gathering is that some artifact had been placed into his care, and for whatever reason, like this is this is like getting the transcript of a conversation that would happen in like a judge's private chambers, right? Like not the thing that you know the rest of sort of the legal people would have access to without special permission. So it was probably put in the wrong place. But it looks like something had come from the realm of Anun, which you like. I don't know. You don't recognize it, and it's a weird word because it's ANNWN. There's no vowels in it. But it's implied that it's a powerful object. It's not specifically pointed out or like named. Only that C had taken it and placed it in the care of Libus at some point, like when this was
come
written.
across like it's dangerous, like he's protecting it, or like, hey, I just wanted this for personal use, or like, is there any other context?
It appears that this was in recompense for aid previously rendered. So it looks like this Libus person had helped him out, and in return had brought this artifact from the realm of some power in the Grey Wastes to be held here.
So there's a few pages that I fold up and put in my satchel.
Just randomly, just like you just fold them up and stick them in there.
They're not randomly picked, but they are the ones that attract my attention, and I'm just like,
right.
So you're stealing?
So what are you holding when the librarian walks back in?
With her boss.
With her boss.
I'm holding a page from I believe it is a fictional account, at least I hope it is, of dragons attacking an unfortunate town, and how that.
But is there direct notes before it went to actual print, and like it's got like the author's actual like illuminations and everything along the sides and doodles. And very expensive, very rare.
Yeah, something like that. Where I can see scribbles on the margin. I can't quite make them out, but I need to take a bit of a closer look, I think, and so I'm about ready to put that in my little satchel too. Nice.
Mm-hmm. So like she's you're like, oh, this looks interesting. You're putting it in your satchel like as she walks in the door. And she's like, this can't be right. Like there's no way that something like this should have been ever permitted. Why was, and like she comes in and just sees like, because it's not like you put everything back orderly. Like, no, like, and she's just like, what happened? Where is it? What did you do?
There's
what? And she like just snatches them out of your hand, like the pages that you have, and like grabs the stack, and she's like, where is it? And she's like flustered and trying to figure out like where
the page that I had.
Yeah.
You're gonna blame it on me? Okay.
And she's like, I don't. It's not here. This is where I left it. Like, are you still holding it when?
Yeah, I'm like committing like whatever like as much of this to memory as I can, and then I'm not gonna withhold it from her. I'm obviously standing there holding it in my little wing feathers.
Nice, and she's like, Pink, thank you. I'm never going to get this ordered, and like she just kind of like she's got like a stack of loose papers and stuff in no particular order in one hand, and this weird page in the other, and she kind of like slaps it into like against her boss's chest and is like, "Here, take a look at this. We need to have a discussion, and we need to talk to Libis." And then looks down at her pages and looks at Lahiris and is like, sets the stack down. Get out! I have so much work to do thanks to you. Get out! Go!
I'm sorry. Do you need... I can help you. I can...
No, you have done quite enough. Thank you.
Oh.
I'm back.
That was
like the quickest work call ever.
That was no.
The librarian.
Seriously, it was that. No.
Nice.
While you were gone, the librarian yelled at me and told me to get out. So
okay,
yeah.
so on our way out, I will ask one question, please. That I beg that you would answer for us. Where are these books headed? Where are all these papers that are being shipped out, being sent? Why the disarray?
She says they're to be sent to the tower.
To Libis.
To the Tower of Fire.
That sounds like a safe place to keep paper.
It's quite safe. Nobody goes there. She says, I have to get all of this sorted.
Just look at the page numbers.
There are no page. Just go.
What kind of book is that?
Let's just leave the poor lady.
I will grab Lahiris by the hand and just start leading.
Yeah,
her
and
out.
like she's ushering you like if she had a broom, she would be like brooming you out. As it is, she does not. She manages to do it with the force of her frustration alone.
The Stargazer or the ship left already, didn't it?
There was still a lot of stuff to.
Okay. I say, guys, if we can hurry, we might be able to make it to the docks in time before the ship leaves. I know. Okay. I know the ship page is on.
I am headed immediately to the armory. Then I'm going to take off and fly there.
I thank the librarian for all her help and then leave.
Nice. Okay, so you're going to get your gear, huh?
Yeah.
Before the ship leaves.
Did you sign off that you were also approved to pick up their weapons too, or no?
I would assume we would discuss that. Since I can fly.
I mean, these guys probably not.
So, going. I mean, you can. They literally gave you papers to, to retrieve your arms. Mm-hmm. Like all you have to do is queue up and go like deal with the proper paperwork.
The bureaucracy, get in line, Sam.
There's not. It's there are far worse places than Heart's Faith to deal with bureaucracy, because they're pretty good and no nonsense here. I mean they have laws, but they're not ridiculous. It's not like a clockwork plane or anything. So that's not a problem. I think the real problem is collecting your stuff, like getting over there, getting through the process, collecting it, and getting back in time is really going to be the challenge here.
Well, he can fly.
I can fly.
Well, yeah, but it's not. I mean, it's flight, but it's not like you're not Superman, and you still have to deal with people.
And what's the flying speed of a fully laden Katsuo?
Nice.
Just fly to the front of the line. That's what it. I mean, you're a samurai, a noble samurai. You deserve your cut beyond above these peasants.
Right. I mean, we're. There's not really there's not a bureaucracy skill, and that's I mean that's not really
Yeah, there is.
oh
I
there
thought
is a
there was.
bureaucracy skill.
Yeah, there is.
Sorry, I thought that was only in Burning Empires.
I'm pretty sure it's in this too, man.
Oh, yep, nope, there it
You
is.
read the fine print that if you are a
Page
foreigner to the
262.
town and you've got the form to expedite your line process, so you fill out the form and you can step to the front of the line.
Maybe there's not.
No,
I don't see bureaucracy.
No, it's on.
There is a
page-
bureaucracy skill.
It's on page 262. I don't think that's a problem. Like, it's not like there's going to be a huge like lineup of people just look at all these soldiers getting their gear, trudging back up the mountain. It's like you go, you get it, but you know they were already loading shit onto the ship when Gregor had shown up. I think like you guys can get there. The rest of you, if you head straight there, no problem. Like you're gonna get there in time. Katsuo has to fly all the way across town, get your shit, and then fly all the way back to the docks. And it's not a small town. You know, this is a major like port city.
But if you think about it, if the ship starts to leave, you can still fly to the ship even if it's on the water, right?
Yes, but flying over the water has its own dangers.
Sure. That is an option. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, no, totally. Maybe not. Maybe that's not interesting.
I don't see that as interesting. I think the fact that I can fly removes conflict from this. Because oh no, the ship took off. Flap, 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 land. Done.
Sure. Okay.
I think is how do we get onto the boat legally?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. That is a good question. And yeah. So we well and the two things would be if it had already left, you know, can you spot it by the time that you get there? But everybody else is already there, so it doesn't matter. Sure, like you guys find yourself at the docks at the slip that the ship is like just getting ready to set sail from. Making like their last preparations and keep in mind that the stevedores that you were dealing with are docksmen. They're not sailors themselves, so it's not like they were a crew on the ship. The Star Chaser is a large vessel. A big galley, a big cargo galley, and you can see one of the hands down, like, you know, starting to untie moorings and whatnot. You can hear. Yeah, what do you do?
Excuse me, can
Shaking one of my bags of coin, going, "We wish to book passage."
Is there any way I can slow them by just messing with stuff?
But what are you going to mess with?
What is there to mess with? I know what I could do to just kind of make them stop for a bit. I've been really kind of upset lately about the stars, and I have a lament that I could sing.
You're gonna start singing a lament.
Yeah, a lament of stars. And that'll make the dock workers stop.
Goddamn elves.
Yeah, it will make the dock
Everyone on the docks will stop and stare and cry with you.
Yeah,
I am, and I can like kind of fork in conspicuous there too. So,
well, I mean, there's no test to make them stop. All you have to do is sing.
okay.
Because there's no
And they have to make steel.
Yeah, which they're gonna fail. Like, yeah, they freaking stop what they're doing, and like you guys can see, like the ship's mate come out and be like, "Why aren't you?" And then like catch the strains of the song and as they all stop and can't do anything while
Which lament are you singing?
What's that?
Which lament are you singing?
Lament of stars.
Okay.
That's yeah.
Yeah, as everybody like just sort of stops what they're doing. Like you can hear the objects being like dropped from hands.
Yeah. They're dropping plates.
That'll do it.
And then like once the song ends, they're like wiping away their wet faces and realizing that there's still work to be done, and just kind of like, you know, they've kind of lost their place for a moment. So what is it you're gonna do, Haley?
So while she was singing and like some people dropped some stuff, I like go there and pick it up. So when they come to, I'm like handing it to them. But I'm on the ship, like someone who dropped something on the ship.
You just like climb aboard, and then they're like, what? Who?
Can you do that during the lament, or do you have to pass your steel test as well?
Oh, that's a good point.
Probably true.
Because the rest of you guys can see and hear Lahiris too, and I don't think you guys have really heard much in the way of elf song. So
hesitation is 4.
What's the?
It's steel versus your hesitation.
Mm-hmm.
Steel is automatically open-ended. Nice. Gregor is not.
Fucking elves and your dumb songs. I don't trust you.
Gregor's like, I'm not impressed.
It's sad.
I think it's some. I kind of glare at you like it's some foul elvish sorcery. That's
except something in the tone reminds you of your daughter.
Oh, that's
Yeah. Okay. Apparently,
and an elf killed her, so I hate her even more. Her even more. Yes, her.
Oh,
Haley, you're sad.
I am.
Okay, hang on. So you fail, Katsuo.
Yeah.
I'm not there. Right?
Yeah, no, you're there. Like you
get back. Okay.
You get there during the song.
No. Because no, you're right. There's nothing interesting about you being late.
So
so you're there.
Hesitation. Against my hesitation,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Oh, look at me go!
Nice. Everybody's good except except for Lee. Oh, you have some options here, Lee.
I am direct and honest, so I will walk through the gangplank while Lahiris is singing, and I'll go up to the first mate, and when the song is over, I'll go, "We need to book passage for coin," and I jerk my thumb back at the elf and a song.
Nice.
All right.
Hold on. I have to. There's rules for wonderment.
Mm-hmm.
Stand and drool.
I'm Wonderment Woman.
Yeah.
Not that impressive.
Let's see. Wonderment takes effect in the. I couldn't remember if there was a special hesitation.
It's kind of like stand and drool, but it's
no. There's one for that has a special
Dark Elf.
Yeah, a special one for the lullaby to I can't remember what it's called. It's the one that gives you spite. Has its own option. In this case, you can all of the.
I want to see one of the random sailors choose run screaming and dive off the edge of the boat. I don't know why. Just the hesitation reaction.
That's not what I'm going for.
They just get too sad and launch themselves into the water. It's no. I
have the stars.
I call this lemming song.
Yeah. No. I think. I think stand and drool is the most appropriate. Most of them kind of stand and weep. I think had it been something like the Song of Burning Bright or something there's a very
catch on fire.
There's a very different tone to that where maybe run screaming is an appropriate thing. In this case, run screaming doesn't seem appropriate for the Lament of Stars.
Lament of the Stars could have been something about non-Euclidean geometry and dark portals and things, and then running screaming makes sense.
Well, yeah.
That is not what this song is about, Sam.
Is it? You like those stars a little too much? Pointy ears.
Sure. So as poor sorry. Poor Leave is stuck there listening to the elves' beautiful song while everybody else is like, fuck this.
She remembers the nights when she served the master and she would look up at night after a job well done and look at the stars of where she was from and remembering her master.
And realize that these are not them.
Remember the tattoo shining in the moonlight.
Kind of job did you do for the master?
I spent a couple moments in quiet contemplation of the emperor.
So Gregor, you just march up to the mate and ask for passage
for coin and a song.
And he blinks at you a couple of times, and he didn't realize that he was crying. Just and he's like, this is we're not normally a passenger ship, but I suppose. And he looks down at your coins and looks at your companions and he's not gonna take it right away, and he's like, we can probably work out some sort of deal. Where are you headed?
It's called the Tower of Fire, right? Out of character?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tower of Fire, my friend.
And he's like, I don't, he that snaps him back, to it. And he's like, I don't think you understand what you're asking, friend. Is there a reason you want to go? I mean, people don't usually go there.
We are on our way to speak to Lord Levis, it's kind of the truth, kind of not.
He
splitting it.
says if you're looking to speak to Lord Libas, you're going the wrong way. He presides at the Temple of Mitra in the town or in the city proper.
Have they stowed away the crates that I brought up?
Yeah. Like they've stowed everything away. They are like when you were arriving, they were making ready to set sail.
There's crates. Well, to be honest, there's some of his.
No, before he finishes, I cut in and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You must have I've gotten the names wrong. So many names, so little time. But since we seem to be going in the same direction, could we just tag along?"
He's like, you're putting us in a difficult spot. We've you obviously know something if you're asking to go there. We've made arrangements for things to be taken to the tower. But people, well, that's going to require alteration of the deal.
And what would that take?
He says I'm going to have to do some the captain is going to have to do some extra negotiating, and not until we get to where we're going. And he says 40 silver for the each of you.
And my instinct number 3 kicks in. Always haggle when discussing prices. Really, 40 silver for the each of us. Look at us. We are 4 able-bodied individuals. We are all capable of carrying our weight or providing morale, and he's gonna start dickering with the guy.
Sure. So the price he names is the equivalent of an Ob2 resources test.
Okay.
Haggling.
And if I win, I lower it by 1, correct?
Yes.
I think haggling is very specific in what it does. It basically just does one thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was you can go back and forth and back and forth.
But I don't think, if I fail, it goes up. I think if I just succeed, it goes down.
No, it either goes down or it stays in like the original asking price. He's not going to haggle up.
Yeah,
higher.
The buyer can lower the obstacle by 1. It's a versus test, and I can lower it by 1. Yeah.
So, this guy's got. He's the firstman or first mate on a tradesmanship. He's got haggling. He's got it at 3. So if you succeed, you'll lower it by 1. If he succeeds, then it's going to stay at the current price. And if I remember correctly, you can basically haggle back and forth up to 3 times. But it counts as a series test, like only one.
I'll stick it to 1 roll. I don't know. It makes sense that it's all done in 1 roll to me.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
But I also am gonna say, listen, I know we're putting you in a tough spot. I mean, we're making a pretty ridiculous request here, and so and I try to put his mind at ease and fork in ridiculous request wise.
Okay, ridiculous request wise, forked into haggling. That's pretty awesome. Nice.
All right, modifiers.
No
1.
persuade.
Oh shit! I need to take that off.
Sean, can I help him with persuasion?
Certainly. What do you say?
We will not get in your way. We will keep to ourselves, and I am willing to offer some assistance with required tasks to ease your way.
Nice.
And I'll help
Sure.
with soothing platitudes. You know, you've got this all under control, and having some able-bodied people to help you. Not that you need it, but you know, to do the meniest tasks that are below you. I have such experience in these tasks, and would be perfectly willing to help.
Nice. Yeah, that's totally worth a die. Your ob is 2, by the way.
I think.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep.
I think I could maybe help too, just because I feel like helping. Like I could say, you know, I could make this passage more cheerful and just a wonderful trip for everyone here, your crew, you, and any passengers. And I'll like whip out a flute and start playing a nice ditty, and so I'll use flute.
You're gonna help with flute by
Yeah.
offering to keep the passengers or the crew entertained.
Yep.
Okay.
And cheerful. I don't know if that's reaching,
It's
but
a little.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh,
What?
dang it, guys! One success.
Wow.
5.
And he's like, I.
Oh, we
job,
earned
Matt.
a fucking test.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, everybody gets an ob2 test for whatever they were helping with.
Oh, 2 on 2. 2 on 2 is routine, right?
2 on 2 is I can't remember.
how many helping dice did you use for flute? Because I was going to give you 2 dice.
You have a 5 flute?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
Gonna
Hang
roll
on.
1 extra.
Hang on.
Come on.
Nope.
No.
So
Wow.
close.
That's okay. You guys can all help me. You guys who have money can all help me with a resources roll. So that's okay. You'll earn a resources test.
Mm,
Money? What is this money?
What's this resources you speak of?
Are there some loose pockets around? Just kidding.
Yeah, he's like
Not impressed.
yeah, he's like I don't take me for someone who ob 2 on 2 dice is a difficult, by the way.
I logged it. Yeah, difficult for persuasion. Yeah.
He's like it's oh, hold on, I have to I appreciate a shrewd businessman as much as much as anyone, but unfortunately in this situation I can't bend. 40 silver per head is
Grumbles
It's
and
what-
starts counting out money.
what it's gonna
Killing me.
take.
Does anyone else have resources that they want to spend on this? Maybe earn a routine resource roll?
ob 2 resources
More
test.
difficult or challenging resource roll?
There's no reason for us not to help other than we all get taxed if we fail.
But if you succeed, you earn a resource test.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
true.
if you fail-
Speaking on the meta level, it's kind of tricky to get resource tests sometimes.
You know,
Uh,
I'll help. I have a die that I could give you.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't, and they're like they are getting ready to weigh anchor. If you fail, then you're going to have most of it, but you come up short. And they'll.
The samurai has to fly.
Well, no, they're not gonna kick you off because I mean they're good folk. They understand. They understand that things are difficult. They'll just take as much as of the price as they as you owe, and they will take the rest in labor. And there will be some tests.
Yes.
Yes. Can there be tests anyways? Because I like tests.
Nope. I'm not. I'm not double rewarding you.
Does
I'm going to give you a die for helping with resources.
Katsuo?
I will help with resources.
Haley, do you have the resources?
I have a B1.
Do you want to help to get a test? Challenging test.
Mm-hmm. I have a B1 as well, so.
I have a B4 to start with, so we're at B7
Oh,
next.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, I'll help.
You have a B4 resources?
Here's the problem. Yeah, I've set up shop the last 2 years.
Oh,
and
that's
worked to
right.
get out of my shop. Here's the problem. It goes up to an OB3. Now, this is routine, correct?
What do you mean it goes up to an ob 3?
Because I'm a dirty clueless. I'm a dirty clueless.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So they
You were
think they can
plus
take
one
advantage
on.
of me because I'm dirty clueless primer. Here's the thing, though. Oh shoot! What I was going to say. Oh yeah. If it's a routine, wait. 4 to 3. Is that a routine?
Yes. Is it?
Because I know if it's a routine, you're only ever taxed by 1, right?
Right.
Yeah, if it's difficult, margin of failure tax is worse and worse and worse.
Let's see.
Wait, 7 dice versus 3.
Difficult.
What
4
could
dice.
possibly go wrong?
4 dice to
Ignore
ob
my
3 is
last
difficult.
roll. Ignore my last roll. I'm good. I got this.
What the
If it's
fuck?
a difficult test, you lose 2 dice.
Hang on.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Are you?
I'm fading my 6.
Wow.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
What?
Oh shit! Hang on, Sean. I just remembered I had something. I have 2 die of cash. Can I use one of those?
Yeah.
Please?
Why don't you
Okay,
just use both at this point?
Just
Because
do
you're gonna
that.
break all of us, you son of
No,
a bitch.
because if I use one, it protects from tax. It just goes away and it saves me from tax. Using a D of cash saves you.
It-
all of us
it-
tax.
All right.
Saves
ruler.
you tax or saves everyone tax?
It's well, it goes
First, I roll the cash die. Boom! Now my fate. I get 2 dice from my fate, and that opens up again. Okay, 5 successes now.
5 successes. There you go. Yeah,
No
like,
pressure.
Jesus Christ,
but
man.
but hey, you all get the successful resources test.
An
Ob
OB3
3
resources test.
Why is there not a place to log resources
Yeah,
tests?
there is. It's an attribute.
Under attributes or attributes. I always like to say it wrong. BRB.
So what was the ob on that one? Was 3?
Ob 3,
Yep.
yeah.
So 3 to 1 or 1 to 3.
1 to 3 is going to be challenging, I think.
I would think so.
It's on page 41. Yeah, anything higher than 2 is challenging when you have
Yeah, I
1.
figured. Yay, challenging.
So do you think this is a good place to?
Yeah, we can
Probably.
we can probably let's wait for him to get back and there we go. Cuz yeah, it's 10 to 10. So
10 to midnight here. Yeah.
10 to midnight over there. So yeah, you he counts your collected money. Of course, you've expended your cash because once it's spent, it's spent.
Add a character real quick, Sam. The reason I saved 1 die of cash is because at the time I didn't know if I could use it to help like Haley later, since Haley only has 1D or something like that.
Yeah,
I was also, I don't know why, because I knew she had 1, but for some reason I had in my mind that she had 0, and I was like, well, I can give this to her so she can get started. But if she's got 1, then she's good there. But all right.
You're clearly better at resources tests than I am.
Let me teach you, Master Dwarf, about how to roll 15 dice and get more than 3 successes.
Yeah. So the mate collects your money, and he goes, this covers it adequately. When and gives us a buffer when we rendezvous with the Zovari, with any luck, they won't take much persuading to agree to take more than cargo to the tower. And then he stops and he's like, "You're sure you want to go?"
Yep.
I'm direct and honest, and I want to tell him what we're after.
Nope.
He's like, it's perhaps not my business to know why you'd want to go. I just hope that whatever you're looking for is still there. Chant is that it follows its own rules.
What do you mean follows its own rules?
Well, he says things. Everything follows its own laws. The sea's tides rise and fall. The rains come and go. The seasons pass. Fire follows its own rules too. People think that fire is chaos, but they just can't see the oceans for the waves, as it were. When it comes to it, the tower follows the laws of fire. That's the chant, anyway. I can't tell you true because, to be honest, neither myself nor any of my crew have ever bothered to step inside. And you can't even really get a boat over there. I don't know how the Zavari are going to get these crates to where they're going, but as far as we know, they're the only ones that can get there.
Good to know.
In any case, you're welcome to come aboard. We don't have much in the way of quarters for you. As I said, this isn't a passenger ship, but you're welcome to set up Kip in the below decks with the rest of the crew. I can assure you that we've got a good group here, and nobody will mess with you too much.
Well, put me to work while we're here. I paid to be idle.
He says, "Well, I'm sure we'll find something for you to do if you want. But you've made you've paid your passage. You're under no obligation to do anything but like anyone, follow the captain's orders. Though he usually is easygoing on passengers when we do take on passengers. Anything you need to bring aboard, bring it aboard now, because we're already behind in setting sail."
I'm good.
I start wandering the halls playing my flute.
I will fly up to the top mast and
go
kind of find a place to enjoy the breeze and view.
The crow's nest.
Crane's nest in this place. Or in this situation. Yeah, and
I'll
go ahead.
pull Lee aside too once that's done. I'm going to say perhaps before we get to the Tower of Fire, someone who's a little bit more agile and stealthy than I can find the sheet amidst the cargo. I say the boxes are nailed shut with pitch and marked with a lion's paw.
So you think we should spit in the face of the hospitality of these good men? I kind of smirk while I say that.
He goes right over his head. It's like, if you want to follow paper into a tower of fire and see how well we fare, I perhaps we can get it done beforehand and then just tell them it was an honest mistake and maybe hitch your ride back or find some other way to sigil.
Did I find anything about the stars in those sheets that I swiped?
Um,
Because I'm gonna look now that I'm not in the library, in front of the librarian. I'm gonna look closer.
Possibly. Do you what are you looking for?
I am trying to figure out, what, like, I thought there would be constellations. I thought there'd be like a mythology behind what's going on with the sky, and maybe possibly even a link between this sky and the sky I'm used to.
There's in the papers that you've swiped, they're pretty. I mean, it's scattered stuff. Like, it's not even all from the same source or anything like that. It's just a random collection of shit about stars. So some of them say that they're the lantern archons that couldn't. By the way, lantern archons, you've gathered, are the sort of the souls of people who have died and have come to this plane.
Okay.
That no matter how many times they tried, couldn't make their way up the mountain. They couldn't follow the path and keep going from the lowest of the seven heavens to the top of the mountain. But
they're so plucky they keep on trying.
Yeah, and so they've just flown up there, and what you're seeing are large groups of them that have huddled together. Another one says that what you're seeing is the reflections of good on the infinite number of material planes out there, and they change because sometimes planes blink out of existence for nobody knows why, and others come into being. And
media res.
Yeah, and others. Another one says that they're probably just balls of flaming gas out there flying in the nothingness.
What nonsense! Ridiculous.
What? No swamp gas and solar flares?
No. There aren't any swamps. not on this plane. Or at least
and there's no solar flares because there's no sun either.
Yeah, there is no sun.
It was a joke, guys.
All of those explanations just leave me hollow.
And as you're kind of going over them, you hear whistles blow and bells toll, and the command to weigh anchor, and suddenly the ship pulls slowly away from the dock and sails off into the starry horizon, leaving.
Is the sea actually silver, or is that just how the starlight reflects off it?
No, it's actually silver. It's
Mercury.
No. It's. I mean,
let's go swimming.
It's water. You better hope that you're not undead or impure in some way. because it is literally an entire sea of holy water.
Wow. Neat.
Let's go scuba diving.
And yeah, like it slips off and begins sailing into the darkness behind you. The Mount Celestia itself, you can only see the base of it because it kind of goes up and then fades into sort of a silvery obscurity, like it's going through a cloud bank. And while it grows smaller as you go farther out, it never quite fades. Like it never drops below the horizon. You can always just kind of see it out there as the ship moves on to go and make its rendezvous with whoever these Zovari are. And I think that's where we're going to go ahead and call it.
Beautiful.
For tonight. It is 10:04 for me, so midnight for you. So we will go ahead and do some Arda here, and then go for session 3 next week. Awesome. So we will start with beliefs. And if you could, while we go through these, hold off on deleting anything, because I'm going to copy and paste everything over to a doc.
Okay.
That was me last time. Sorry.
What's that? Oh no, I actually got it before you had we played last time. I just didn't get a chance to this time. So just hang on to it, and I'll put them on the dock when we're done. I'll go ahead and make sure that gets shared with you guys, so that
Cool.
just so you can see it. It's just bits by session. Cool. So let's start with belief. God damn it. We're gonna skip Gregor. We're gonna go straight to Lahiris.
Okay. So, I have 3 beliefs. I think the one I really went for this time was about the stars being wrong and looking for information.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I just did that one. So.
Yeah. Persona.
Okay.
Persona, and I think that one's good.
Okay. That's out of the 3 beliefs. That's all right. So we're doing all the bits. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I think one of my instincts is never let a shiny thing go untouched, and I think I use the word shiny in a really loose.
Right, like interesting.
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
And
okay. So like, I messed with the papers in the library, and I think that kind of.
Yeah. I think so. So yep, fate for that one. For that one, getting into some trouble.
I think that's really it for me. I don't know if.
Yeah, because like, I'm not sure. You have Atravieso, but that's already it's kind of folded into that instinct too.
Exactly.
And it doesn't feel right to double dip on that.
That's why I didn't
go
for that one.
Cool. Haley. Unless there's anything else, am I missing anything, Matt?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Cool. Haley.
Search the library for clues.
Yes, you did search the library for clues. So that is Persona.
Steer my companions from danger.
I will actually give you a fate for that, because when Gregor was like, "Hey, I need you to find this," and you were like, "Oh, that shit's bad news."
Whoa.
Yeah, you don't. Maybe you don't want to go fucking with things that write like that.
Find mastered? Not really.
Okay.
Instincts to always be polite, to smile and a good word can even out the foulest of suspicions. Didn't work this time. Knives didn't get me in trouble. Practicing lifting and throwing did not get me into trouble.
No, but
Which I do need to log that.
yeah, you do. What kind of test are you working on for that? It's
Power.
for power, right?
Yeah.
So when you're practicing for power, you have to decide whether you're going for a difficult or challenging test. Because they take different amounts of time to do. So we'll sort that out. You just need to figure out which one it is, and then we'll figure out like how much time every day you kind of spend doing that.
Okay.
That's kind of how those practice beliefs work. Totally legit.
Okay.
It's like you get up in the morning and lift weights, do calisthenics, push-ups, that sort of shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Any of your traits come into play? Move the story in a particular direction?
No.
Okay. Good there then?
Yep.
Okay. Katsuo.
Mariko was stolen from me, and I will find her. In this library is a book concerning the Oni, and I will consult it to find more information on them. I think that one's complete.
Yes.
Lahiris knows what it is to lose a loved one. I will seek out clues in the lyrics of her Song of Exile.
You did that. I mean, yes, the roll failed. Yes, you did catch the attention of something. I guess the question is, do you want to continue to plumb those depths, or do you feel like moving on from that?
I think there's more there, so I'm going to take a fate for that and push that more.
Okay.
With Lahiris, perhaps to cause some potential problems when we're out on the seas and she starts singing a song that draws eyes or has some other unintended effect. I carry the tenets of Nihon through time and space. I uphold the code in every breath, every sight, every step I take.
Fate, mind, belief. Did you do you think that came into play?
I don't think it complicated, but I think I played it in pretty much being polite and kind to the librarian, in going to get everyone's weapons and being kind of trying to be the responsible leader.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a fate for that.
Instincts-wise, none of these really got me into trouble. Character traits, I don't think any of them complicated the story. Watchful, decisive, or feathered. So yeah, I think that's what 2 fate, 1 persona.
Yep, sounds right. Matt, the only reason we were doing you last is because right as I was about to go to you, you got up and left.
My cats are deciding they want to fight right now, so I had to run off and break them up.
You should see which one's tougher. They'll sort it out.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Punched me right in the ear.
All right. Gregor.
Somewhere in this town is the first clue or page in Cade's journal. I will help our group find information on the clue's whereabouts.
Definitely persona.
It's in a box.
It's in a box in the bottom of a ship on its way to a tower made of fire.
2 years I've been asking around about this, Mark, and no one will give me a straight answer. I'll show Lee and convince her to either tell me what it means or help me find someone who can.
Oh, well, definitely fate for that.
Here's the thing. I convinced her. It's just not going to happen right now, but I think I convinced her enough that I don't need to chase it anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. You can. I guess the question is.
It would still only be worth the fate, though. Is what you're saying?
What's that?
Well, be worth the fate, though. If that's fine, I can keep it. If that's fine. If you want.
No. I think this is it's kind of a question that's worthy of discussion, right? Because it's with
well, I don't know. Is Lee going to try to keep putting it off, or is when we have a chance to get back to Sigil, is she going to actually help me look for it right away?
Well, we didn't go to dual wits, so I obviously didn't refuse. So I just don't want you, getting yourself killed because you're looking for information. You don't know what you're up against.
Yeah,
so she'll help you eventually.
Okay, I'll keep it a fate for now, so I can keep chasing it.
Yeah, I mean, you could take a fate and put it on the back burner and sort of
just hold on to the belief somewhere else for now.
Yeah, and then come back to it. That's totally okay to do.
Cool. All that matters is Ilsa. I will find her and bring her home. All else be damned.
Definitely fate.
I made us all get on a boat leading to Tower of Flame just for this piece of paper that could lead to her.
Quite possibly.
Instincts. It didn't get us in trouble. It almost did, but I got lucky with my roll, and I remembered I had a D of cash, so my always haggle when discussing prices didn't get us in trouble. However, my character trait, early riser, I think, made the story interesting. I got to get up, help some guys work some stuff out, and figure some stuff out before.
Yeah, well, and there was a good potential for that to be a failure. Like, how fucked would you guys have been when it was definitely on the boat and the boat had already sailed?
Yeah. Especially since I worked carefully.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. So that's that. In character game stopper humor. No, I think we would all remember if that was the case. Right skill,
I think
right
the only
time.
time that's ever happened in any of our games was burning Allengrove when Neil shot the whistle spell off for the dog. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was fucking beautiful.
So
fucking beautiful.
that guy.
Right skill, right time. Who had nobody who rolled research actually has research. That's
Nope.
That's
I
true.
got 2 of my 6 rolls for it though. So
You did. You're a third of the way there.
Yeah. One session.
In one session.
I surprised you by having hauling.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what was that actually a required skill for you?
That might have been though. That's the thing.
Oh.
Let me.
Dang those laborer skills.
Let's come back to it, and if I find out it was something it wasn't required, I'll just tag it.
No, you know what? I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I freaking had no idea. Like I was just like, yeah, normally it would have been a power test, but you actually had the appropriate skill for that.
That's fate, right?
Yeah. Yep. One fate. Embodiment for really good or distinctive role playing. I right off the bat, I'm gonna say Lahiris.
Yeah.
Just in like always having
digging through the papers, being
hands on shit. Yeah. What was?
It's so fun to play that too. I'm just like,
freaking Tasselhoff Burfoot the elf.
So what is that, a fate?
Yeah, that's Persona.
Oh, Persona? Okay.
Yeah. Can anybody else point to anything that you guys think?
I don't know if it was excellent role player worthy, but I had a lot of fun just the whole idea of helping the other guys out in the morning, just like doing something that Gregor was familiar with, just physical basic labor that's
I was actually going to say that too, that like it
was very fitting.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Yeah. All right. So Persona for Gregor for that. Mold breaker. It's only session 2. There haven't been any molds to break yet.
You gotta have some really awesome role play to have like mold breaker in the first couple sessions.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and we're we're kind of at that point where like things are just kind of starting to gel. So there's not yet that likelihood of things sort of pulling apart yet. That really gets to that good mold breaker. So workhorse for doing all the work for the scenario. Who's the one pulling the weight behind the scenes?
I think Gregor did.
Yeah. Like he was literally a workhorse this time.
Literally. Literally.
Yeah.
Although, yeah.
Well,
I mean, Sam did some roles.
I was gonna say.
Well, he did the dickering. He got us on the boat, and that screams MVP to me.
That was what I was gonna say. Is
without him, like dicking around with the boxes, we never would have known about the ship. And then he got us on the ship. I'd say MVP, not workhorse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say Katsuo then for workhorse because he was the one, especially when we were in the library, which was kind of the focus of the session, kind of sweet talking the old librarian and getting her and helping her and having her bring us to the right section and
paying attention to the shady dealings going on with the Lord of the Lawful Good City.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reading
it can be as shady as it wants, as long as it's still legal.
Reading that and just whispering to himself, shameful.
Shameful.
I want you to point at some kid now and go, play.
Later. But it's not intimidating because he's a 4-foot tall bird.
Go.
Like if I was a Canada Goose samurai, it would
4-foot tall bird? That would freak me out.
Yeah, what if I was a Canada Goose?
That's scary as shit.
I can just hit the people.
Yeah, I don't like. I think the question is like, are you more or less intimidating by the 8-foot tall 4-armed snake-bodied woman?
I'm sorry, but I've seen in person one of those damn cranes, and they're
terrifying.
Dude,
they don't have to be as tall as you to be scary.
That is true.
Armor on it and give it a sword.
He opens up his wings, and that's all he has to do. He's bigger than you, right there.
I was gonna say Velociraptor was only the size of a turkey, so.
Mm-hmm. But now there's Dakota Raptor, so it's all good.
I saw that. I haven't looked up Dakota Raptor yet, and I really need to.
14 feet.
Holy shit! That thing is huge. Sorry.
Did it come in a box of Cracker Jacks? The Dakota Raptor?
It can come wherever it wants, Sam.
You get it? Dakota Raptor?
That's your one, Sam.
I'm like 5 to 1s this session.
The whole time, kapow!
Jesus. All right. Well, I think that's it. I think. Yeah, because there was a persona point for Katsuo for workhorse, persona point for Gregor for MVP, and I think that's what we got. So again, thank you guys for playing. And
thank you for having us.
I think we had one viewer the whole time.
I'm so happy we're getting into a Burning Wheel campaign again. It just makes me so happy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has, and this is from the back end. This particular game has some challenges because there's a lot of established sort of setting material, and I'm looking for places to break that, and looking for other places where I can use what's already there.
I had a lot of fun visiting this area.
It's you
did a good job bringing it to life, I think.
Oh, why thank you. Why thank you. Cool. Well, I guess that's gonna do it, and we'll see you guys next week. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream there, and I will catch you all next time.
On the flip side.
Goodbye, friends.
Not at all.